Attention first year student of ophthalmic technology. Today I am taking the chapter of illumination, in which we have to discuss mercury vapor lamp or sodium vapor lamp and tube light connection. Along with that, I want to define certain terms related to illumination. The first term is the power or strength of the light source. It is given by luminous intensity and its unit is flux. This is denoted by F and measured in terms of lux. The light energy radiated from the source and it is spread on the surface, it is known as luminous intensity and it is denoted by F and it is unit is flux. When the light emitted by a source falls on the surface, it is illuminated the surface and its intensity is given by a term E, and it is intensity of illumination, its unit is lux. So these are the basic definition related with the illumination, and from the application point of view, there is only two circuits you have to discuss in this particular topic. There is tube light circuit, which is normally we use in our houses. This is the tube light circuit first, and this is the circuit of sodium vapor lamp. In tube light circuit, what happen? There is a tube which is contain mercuric oxide gas, and there are two filaments on both the side. Supply is from this side and this is the supply portion. From here 230 volt supply is given to this tube light. There is a choke. This choke is operating voltage is 180 volt while the supply voltage is 230 volts. So naturally the excess voltage of about 50 to 60 volts, it is drop in this particular choke. So operating voltage of this choke is 180 volt and supply voltage of the tube is 230 volt. So supply is given to the tube light and there is a starter at the top at this point. When the switch is on, the starter is short circuited by the two metallic strip and a high spike voltage is appeared across the electrode, and the ionization of gas is started and tube light start lighting. So components are very simple: one choke, one starter, and there are two capacitors attached to this, one at along across the supply voltage, that is for means of improving power factor of the circuit, and second is across the second capacitor across the starter, which is for the purpose of separation of radio interference. So nowadays this type of starter is not used. A simple starter is used without capacitor because there is no problem of radio interference nowadays. So we use this simple circuit of tube light for understanding. So tube rod, it is available in the market with 3 feet length. Nowadays small tube light are also available in 2 feet length, 1 feet length, and choke, they are previously they are copper or aluminum winding mounted. Nowadays polyester chokes are available. So the circuit is very simple. 230 volt supply is given to the tube, which is appear across the starter, and starter take a spike of voltage to start the conduction of mercury oxide gas, which is filled up inside the tube, and conduction will start, and a few seconds after the tube light start glowing. So this is a simple circuit. Second circuit is given below it. It is a sodium vapor lamp or mercury vapor lamp circuit. If you feel sodium vapor, then it is a sodium vapor lamp circuit, and if it is you filled up with mercury, then it will become mercury vapor lamp circuit. This is also having in combination with sodium and mercury vapor, there is a freon gas is also filled up in this particular circuit. There are two tubes, one is the inner tube and one is the outer tube. The inner tube contains the gas, sodium vapor or mercury vapor along with freon gas. So whenever we start, again this circuit is also having a choke and a capacitor across the supply. The choke is in series with the supply and the lamp, and when we start, the similar action takes place. In this, the choke provide about 180 volt to the mercury vapor lamp or sodium vapor lamp, and gas discharge takes place inside the inner tube and across the filament, and the sodium vapor lamp or mercury vapor lamp start glowing, and it take a few seconds time to get full illumination provided by this lamp. So these circuits are important. You note down the circuit from this particular figures I have given on the board. Components are very clear. As you are seeing, this 230 volt supply is there. It is given from this side, and there is a capacitor attached in this, and capacitor across the supply for improving the power factor of the circuit, and then this choke is there which provide the necessary operating voltage to this particular lamp. So in series with that, it is going through this is the top portion of the lamp which is connected in a holder. So it is provided with these threads, and this is the element which is known as a filament, which across which the discharge of gas takes place. This is an auxiliary electrode is there. Then this particular tube, this is the inner tube which is filled up with freon plus sodium or mercury vapor gas, and discharge will take place across this inner tube, and glowing of the lamp will be started. In some lamp there is a current limiting resistance is also connected, so we can maintain the current in the lamp. So this particular circuit I have shown, this is a sodium vapor lamp circuit, and similar circuit is useful for mercury vapor lamp also. So main component of this circuit is choke, and its choke and this particular tube which is the inner tube and the filament. Here for starting, there is no starter is used in this particular circuit, because whatever voltage apply through this choke and from the supply, it will sufficient to start discharge of mercury or sodium vapor lamp inside the inner tube, and the particular lamp is start glowing. So these are the two circuits which are important from your topic number 4, and in the exam they are asked either for circuit of the tube light, or they ask for the circuit of the sodium or mercury vapor lamp. So you can draw this circuit for sodium or mercury vapor lamp, and the upper one for the single tube light. So this is all about the theory of both the lamps. They are generally the single tube light we are generally use in our house lighting purpose, and sodium vapor lamp and mercury vapor lamp, they are used normally for street lighting or industrial lighting. So these two particular type of lamps is in your course, and the old type of filament lamp, simple lamp, which is nowadays outdated, so they are not being used nowadays. We are used these tube lights and the sodium and mercury vapor lamp for street light purpose. And nowadays these are also replaced by CFL, that is condensate filament lamp. They are CFL on place of mercury, or the tube light the people are used. Now LED tube lights are also available, which is consuming less power as compared to old conventional tubes. So on place of this old type of tube, we are using nowadays these LED tube lights. So their wattage is normally 22 watts compared to the old tube of 40 watt, and they consume less energy, so it will be economical for the houses. So nowadays most of the people use these LED tube lights. Circuit remains same, there is no difference in the circuit, only the rating of the component change, otherwise circuit is same. So these two particular type of circuits I have given, one for mercury vapor, this is tube light, this is used in the houses, and second is sodium and mercury vapor lamp. There are twin tube light connection are also there, which is similar to the single tube. There are two tubes will be used on place of one tube, and naturally there will be two starters and two chokes are used for that, and this will be run for a twin tube connections. So twin tube connection is not in your course, so I have not given the circuit of that, but single tube connection is in your course, so I have given the single tube connections, which is very simple to see. This is the complete circuit shows the single tube connection, and below this is the sodium vapor lamp connection or mercury vapor lamp connection. So these are all about the fourth topic, along with the some definitions of this illumination point of view, whatever type of terminology used in this. There is a candela. Candela is the unit of source of light, and this is given by candela. Or there is a solid angle, which is given by 1 lumen is equal to 1 candle multiplied by the solid angle. So solid angle is given by 1 lumen divided by 1 candle. The candela power, when divide the lumen of the source, then it will give the solid angle. Solid angle means on the surface when light falls, then this angle is formed by the source and light surface, that is called solid angle, and this is given by the ratio of lumen to the candela. Candela is the power source unit, so ratio of this, it is represented as a solid angle. So in this particular topic, these few terms are there which I have given to you, and most important is this tube light circuit. Always ask in the examination about sometime 10 marks they are given for this particular circuit, and 10 marks also given for the sodium or vapor lamp circuit. So you prepare these circuits in the sketchbook on separate pages and write their theory of operation. Theory of operation I have given simply. The discharge takes place in the tube with the help of a spike of voltage, which is provided by the starter, and the running voltage or the voltage of operating voltage, we can say it is maintained by the choke, that is normally 180 volt instead of 230 volt. 230 volt is the supply voltage for the single phase. So 180 volt is the operating voltage of the tube, which is maintained by the choke. So this is all about this particular type of tubes connections and lamp connections. Nowadays in illumination there is a lot of evolution is there, and new types of LED lights are coming in the market. So they are nowadays used on place of this mercury vapor and sodium vapor. We people are using this LED lamps. So LED lamps, they are more economical in operating conditions, and also cost wise they are also cheaper. So people are these two types of tube lights or mercury vapor lamp, sodium vapor lamp nowadays completely replaced by LED lamps. So far as course is concerned, we have to discuss all this. That's why I have taken this. Otherwise, nowadays everywhere LED lamps are used for lighting purpose, either in industries or street light, or in even in the houses. So LED lamps are there, they are energy efficient, so they are most popular, they become most popular nowadays. So this is all for today's for topic number 4 of this particular basic electrical engineering. Thank you.